Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Colton, and today's video is a brief journey to Houston that I took a few weeks ago, actually right before the hurricane came through, and I hope everyone is safe from that. But I wanted to head out to Houston because I wanted to get a new perspective and get to experience some of the art exhibits that they have out in Houston. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Austin does not have too many museums, but Houston has a lot. And so I thought this would be a great chance to kind of get some new perspective, some new inspiration, and just have a nice weekend. So I did shoot this on the Olympus OMD EM10 Mark III, so the photos and footage are predominantly from this camera and then also my Pixel phone as well. But our first stop was actually Chapel Hill Bakery, and definitely a great spot to stop if you need a little bit of a sugar boost. I cannot recommend the cream cheese kolache enough. I had one of those and mwah, chef's kiss. And then our first stop was the Houston Museum of Natural Science. We were hyped as heck to go to this museum, but folks, I gotta say, we left a bit disappointed. Now, I did enjoy the gem exhibit, and I really liked the dinosaurs, but just overall, I don't know, maybe we got too hyped for this museum, but definitely was our least favorite of the trip. And after the museum, we went around, did a little vintage shopping, went to a really wonderful Vietnamese restaurant and got some food and ate well, folks. But we had plans to see Maxine, and I guess that was maybe opening night. But we went to this beautiful theater. It was a Regal theater, lots of neon, beautiful 90s carpet, had kind of a postmodernist style to it, which I adored, and just a lot of like movie-related art on the walls. Definitely made the trip to that particular movie. Our next day out brought us to the Contemporary Arts Museum in Houston. Always loved this style of museum, and this was definitely no different for me. Got a lot of great inspiration out of this.
Ever since I've arrived, I've felt certain this place is what I've been looking for. Listening to it, it's as if it has its own frequency. So something is here. Not here, per se, but leading elsewhere. It's an energy that pulls me through. Why don't we ask the cards? This is the card of desire. Close your eyes. Now imagine your face in a mirror.
Definitely, absolutely enjoyed this exhibit. Hands down, this was my favorite exhibit of the entire weekend. Olivia did an incredible job of just filling the space and, you know, making the space that you occupy and the space that the art occupies one space. This definitely kind of 3D style of art really got me thinking about how I can apply those sorts of ideas into my own work, and in what ways can I make my work more interactive and more 3D and more tangible than just a photograph on the wall. So really felt inspired by this exhibit, and as I mentioned before, easily my favorite. And then the rain came, which was so unfortunate. Did prevent us from going to several more museums. It kind of took away most of that particular day, but we were still able to get out once this storm passed, and we went to the Houston Center for Photography, which is where I got to be a little bit of a snob, since this art falls under the same medium that I work in. I gave myself permission to be a little bit snobby, but I did really find quite a few pieces that I liked here at the Center for Photography. So definitely a good spot to check out for any of you photographers. This was my personal favorite piece from the exhibit. And that does it for our trip to Houston. Unfortunately, we did head out fairly early the next day because of the warnings for the impending hurricane, and we did make it out safe. My hope is that everyone who lives in Houston was able to stay safe during that hurricane. But because we didn't get to see as much as we hoped for, I will plan to go back to Houston again and get to check out some of those spots that I didn't get to see. But I definitely felt inspired, and I definitely got to see some art that I would not normally get a chance to see. So that was really cool and definitely a highlight of the trip. And that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a like. And if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button, and that will keep you in the know for when the next video drops. But for now, I'm Colton. I'll see you in the next one.